you are broke, you actually don't need money. This is what you need. Most people think that the reason why they are broke is because they don't have money. But in actual sense, it's not true. Because if money was to be the problem, why is it that giving somebody money does not make them rich? Yes, it doesn't. So now the real question that you should ask yourself is, what exactly do you need? In today's video, I'll be breaking down the reason why people do not have money and how you can actually make the money and how you can also move from point 0 to 100. One understanding that I want you to have is that money is a reward for solving a problem. Are you seeing it? But most people think that money is something that you chase. Money is something that is running and then you chase it and then you get it. No, money is the reward that you get from solving a problem. So if you actually do not have money right now, what you should be asking yourself is, what problem can I solve? Not to chase money. Now let me give you an example. You went to the hospital and then you went to see a doctor. Now the doctor is going to solve your health problem while you pay him for the solution that he has given you. Are you seeing it? So now you have a problem and the doctor takes your money to solve your problem. So it's an exchange of value, right? So you give your doctor the money and then he solves the problem for you. So the money that he is getting is a reward of the problem that he has solved. So you need to ask yourself, what problem do I actually need to start solving? What problem do people have that can solve in my area? For example, people pay for so many things. Let's say, for example, I want to attend an event, I want to go for a wedding, and then I need someone to help me fix my clothes or to get a clothes for me. Now I have money and I have a problem. So I'm looking for someone that will actually solve this problem for me, that can give the money to. And one thing that I want you to understand is that people give out their money when the value, the perceived value, the value that they are actually going to get is worth more than their money. If the value that they are going to get is not worth up to their money, they are not going to pay for it. So you need to find problems that you are actually going to solve, and the solution is more important than the money that someone has in their account. Now, but someone will ask a question. If someone has a problem, how do I actually solve it? Now, this is where a skill comes in. For you to make money, you need a skill. A skill is what is going to make you to actually have offers that people will pay for. If someone's car has a problem and you need to fix it, you need the skill of a mechanic, of an electrician to be able to fix it. You can't just fix the car from what you think in your brain, right? So you need to get a skill. People have so many problems and the only thing you need to actually solve that problem is a skill. Now you need to understand that without a skill, you have nothing to offer. And many people actually skip this part. They want to actually get the money without becoming valuable. Money follows value. Money follows solution. If you have value, you have solution to my problem. I'm willing to give you the money that you need. So start asking yourself, what skill should I actually learn? What skill should I actually acquire that I can be able to solve people's problem while they actually give me their money? It's that simple. And then the next thing that I want you to know is that you can start small. You can start simple. And the one thing is that for you to actually make big amount of money, you don't need one skill. You might need a chain of skills that will lead to so many things. And there are so many skills that you can actually learn. Public speaking, video editing skill, online marketing skills, digital content making is now a skill that everybody should learn, especially if you have a business or you are looking forward to building a business brand or a personal brand. If you are into anything business, personal branding, you're supposed to have the skill of content creation, right? So all these things are skills that you can get that can help you to solve someone's problem while they pay you for it, and by that way you make money. Now, the second thing that you are going to consider when you're actually looking forward to making money is visibility. Now, let me share this with you. If you have a skill and nobody knows about the skill, it's of no use. That is why when I see people that say, oh, is it not this thing, I can do it, but they don't actually do it, it irritates me, because They are just as good as someone that does not have the skill. So no matter how good you have actually learned the skill, you've actually skilled, you are so good with doing this thing, the number of people that knows that you can do this is very, very important. So when you learn a skill that can solve a problem, public speaking, marketing skills, hair making skill, hairdressing, anything, if you learn that skill, it is your duty to make sure that as much people knows about it. You need a big number of people to actually get to know that you have this skill, and that is what we call visibility. Now, a lot of people are actually very talented, but they are invisible. You can't find them, you can't see them, right? And the truth is, people cannot pay you if they don't know that you exist. People need to know that there is someone here that can solve their problem, and then they can now go there for you to solve the problem while they pay you. So in this particular age and time, visibility is now a must. Visibility is no longer optional. Content creation is no longer optional. Content creation has been one thing that is bringing us all out, telling the world what we do. So posting content is now a must. Posting your content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere that you post, Snapchat, X, is very important because that is what is bringing visibility to your business. And it's also very important that you know how to post correctly and how to actually get this visibility. Now, the third thing you need to know about being broke and how to actually make money is execution. Now, this is where most people actually get stuck. They have the plan, they know what to do, but actually doing it is a problem. They just can't get themselves to actually do this. Sometimes I tell people that most people choose comfort instead of progress. You've seen that if you do this thing, you're going to move from this place to the next place, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. So by that way, you are not executing. You keep planning, you keep scheming, you know the things that you want to do, but executing it is a problem. Doing the work is a problem. No matter the skill that you have, no matter how visible you are, if someone gets to you and you cannot deliver, you can't get money. Delivering is where the money is, because you only get paid when you have actually delivered the value. And another thing you also need to understand is that clarity does not come from thinking. Just because you are thinking about this does not mean you are going to be sure of how to do it. You just need to start doing it. Clarity comes from movement. I've said it 1,000 times in this channel that clarity comes from when you are moving. When you've done this step, you can now be able to know the next step that you're actually supposed to do. So you need to understand that clarity only comes from executing, from working. Then you can now know what is the next step. You do not figure everything out before you start. You start figuring it out as you are moving. So you need to understand that first you have to solve a problem. And for you to be able to solve a problem, you need a skill. It's only a skill that can actually prompt you, position you in a place where people can actually be able to pay you. And once you have gotten that skill, the next thing that you're going to do is to make sure that as much as possible, as much as the amount of number of people you can get knows about it. If you can get hundreds of people, thousands of people, millions of people to know that you actually have this skill, you are actually the one at an advantage. And once people know that you have this skill, visibility has come into your business. Sometimes that one person ordered in a month is not enough. You need as much people to order for your skill as much as possible and as much as you can deliver. And when people actually order this thing, the next thing that you need to follow up with to make sure is that you execute. So the next time that you start thinking that you are broke, kindly note that you don't need money. You need a problem to solve. You need something that you need to start doing right now that someone can pay for. People around you, what problem do they have? What can I actually do about it that they will actually pay me, bring out their money and then give to me? So if you are broke, I want you to go and learn a skill, right? And I want you to make sure that as much as possible people knows about the skill. Get thousands of people to know about that skill that you have. Get millions of people to know about that skill that you have. This generation cannot be the generation that is just waiting. We are doers, right? And you only get paid when you do, not when you think, not when you plan. Only the ones that execute actually get paid. Now, if you have watched this video up to this point, it simply means that you are already ahead of most people. Because guess what? Your mindset has changed. And right now, you are ready to start the business. You are ready to start that thing. You are ready to learn that skill that is actually going to move you from this phase to the next phase, right? So what I want you to do right now is to like this video, hit that subscribe button immediately if you have not subscribed to this channel, because in my next tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to actually start a business even if you are confused right now. My name is Tekla Ezugu. See you in my next video.